There we go. All right.
Yeah.
For real now. Okay, we're back. This time, this is the second take. All right. We just got done watching the new Ava dubs, or hearing them rather, not watching the whole show. I will at a later date to give you a more refined review of it because I don't have that much to say right now. But me and Josh have some gripes. We do like some stuff though. Is that right? We do.
Yeah. No,
So,
there's some stuff that they did not fuck up.
but most of it is messed up.
I wouldn't say
It's half and half. It's 50-50 really.
Yeah, it's 50-50.
For every good thing, there's a bad thing. We can start with the voice and how we rated them because we rated every major character's voice, and Shinji got a D plus.
He was good until he started raising his voice.
The VA does not know how to use a raised voice and stay.
Like the original dub.
Yeah, in the original dub, even though Shinji's voice was grating and hard to listen to, at least it was consistent. And in this dub, it sounds like a Shinji when he's quiet, but when he raises his voice, it doesn't even sound like him at all.
Yeah.
Misato, we thought was the worst and is the second worst. Just takes all the charm out of the character. I mean, there's nothing left. It just sounds like a normal woman.
Shid.
Yeah, it sounds awful. Ritsuko, that's probably one of my favorite. Yeah, it's good. Sounds true to character, just a little different. Now Gendo is the best one.
Gendo's the best.
Yeah, Gendo's seriously. He stayed very close to the original and then was better, which you don't see often with this or hear often with this dub. It seems.
He was the only one.
Yeah, he was literally the only one that did better.
Actually, no. There's yeah. We'll get to that later.
Fuyutsuki. See, can't mess up Fuyutsuki. Can't do too good. He has like 5 lines that are important in the whole show. He sucks. I mean, he does. He's not that important. Ray, B plus. Good. Better than the English dub. Worse than the Japanese dub. It's literally right in the middle. Asuka. I mean, if you follow this channel for any, you'll know this is the one that I'm going to be a stickler for. Tiffany Grant should have never been. We're gonna say
it's not bad. It's not as bad as it could be, but it's not great.
I mean, you can't drop Tiffany Grant.
The only reason that you would watch the English dub is the only reason you'd watch the English dub is basically for Asuka.
Yeah, that's literally the only reason why you'd ever want to do it. I mean, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good dub, but the original English, not the new English.
Besides the 26th episode.
Baloney pony. Asuka's just forgettable, not good, not like the original. Don't drop Tiffany Grant. It was the worst decision they've done. Maya, bridge operator girl, she's still good. She sounded really good actually. She sounded better than the original. Kaji, just like Fuyutsuki. I mean, boring. Nothing new, but not bad.
Or it's worse.
It's worse, but it's not bad. Kensuke, he's good.
Yeah, he's pretty much on point.
Toji's the worst one here.
Awful.
Yeah, it's not true to character at all how he sounds. But if you listen to the original and then listen to the new one, it's awful. I guess we'll just go down the list here with this other stuff you see.
Biggest one. Do you want to start with the biggest one?
The ending? Yeah.
Do you want to? Okay.
Yeah, you take over.
So, in the original show, as anybody who's watched Ava knows, it ends with a rendition of "Fly Me to the Moon." There's several different versions throughout the show. Mm-hmm. There's like a bad jungle remix.
The bad jungle remix, the Asuka one, it's not that bad. It's just.
I mean, by bad, I mean it's great. I love it. It's just super cheesy.
Yeah.
But it has "Fly Me to the Moon" as that consistent ending. So instead of maybe shelling a little bit of extra money to have the rights to those songs, what they did instead was they replaced it with the dramatic piano music.
I'm pretty sure it's Ray 2.
Just throughout the show.
It's Ray 2 or Ray 1.
It's one of them. They replaced it with that, which makes no sense. I get that some people would probably say it's more fitting for the show considering its dark tone, but like
But even during the action arc, they didn't change it once, and
no,
yeah.
it makes perfect sense. It's just it's so iconic and it's so good. You can't get rid of it.
But they did.
They did.
So, next is very minor, but I noticed it literally like as soon as we started, didn't I?
Yeah.
I was like, that does not sound right. And it's the intro. They've added a stupid filter to the intro. It sounds like they've. It's like
It doesn't really sound that different, but it's still
it's
just like enough
noticeable.
to where it's like.
Something's off here. It's not that
Somebody
important.
who has only heard like somebody who hasn't watched the show but knows the song wouldn't
Notice, but for us who have sat through the show,
several times, yeah.
several times, it's very noticeable. And even listening to the intro, just out of context, you'll notice it after a few listens of the original. It's different. It's uncensored. This is the good thing. There's a few scenes in the show that I really truly expected Netflix to pre-damage control, which there's still the chance they might after there's some backlash.
No, I don't think so.
They might. You have to accept.
If mm,
It's it's whatever. I don't think they will, but there's always the chance that they will. And you got to remember, Netflix is a huge company, and they don't really want to take any risks with their platform being labeled as pedophilia. There's there's mildly
they have
nude.
big mouth.
Yeah, it's whatever. Who cares? Um, Here's another good thing, guys. It includes the original Japanese dub. Um,
But bad thing,
the bad thing is it doesn't include the original English dub, which is light years better than the new English dub. But essentially, what Netflix has done is tried to streamline it. Um,
no, I think what they did is they're like, we can do this better than
I
this
think
dub than the other one. I think the main problem that most people had with the dub, with the original English dub, wasn't the voices. It was just that they fucked with the script and then they added like weird sound effects, which when we get in the end of Ava,
it'll
at some
matter.
point. Well, no, when we get in the end of Ava, we should probably check over the sound effects because they add like the weird jelly splat sound.
Oh yeah, that's in the show too.
No, they do some like weird shit with it. Like
All right.
they fuck around, but they like the reason that people like kind of get like pissed off with the dub, the original dub, is just because they like change dialogue around and make it like kind of like harder to understand. But the
True.
thing is that people weren't really complaining that much about the voices aside from like maybe
Hmm.
Shinji. So in the original, what they did is, or in this Netflix one, what they did is they made the dialogue pretty true to what it is. It's pretty accurate to what it originally was,
Yeah,
but the voices just suck. Oh, some of them suck.
not all
It's
of
either
them.
mediocre, or it sucks. Or there's some that are good, but it's like
There's
few and
two
far
that
between.
are good, but
Yeah.
it's just like
And the thing about
yeah,
the thing about the original dub is that a lot of that like weird mistranslation is kind of like a charm. Like Baloney Pony is not in the new one.
yeah. We checked. That was like one of the first things we did was we hopped into the last episode just to see if that line was there, and I hopped in the end of Ava to see if they changed the intro because if anything, they should leave that.
Yeah.
It just makes more sense to leave it than change it. I think they made some bad decisions with the new English dub, but
You
it's
could
yeah,
what I think in retrospect could have been done is that they could have mixed both a bit. Or they could have
they could
in
have took the
certain
script from
scenes.
their original English dub
Yeah.
and did the new voices, but
No,
it's
I think what they could have done is they could have changed some stuff like more plot specific stuff. They could have made it the original like sub dialogue, right?
yeah,
But for stuff like Baloney Pony or stuff that like adds charm, they they could have just kept that as the normal dub. Like I don't understand why they got rid of that.
whatever. We've spent a lot of time on that one. and it's not really that big of a deal. But I see you. You know, it bothered me too. So whatever. Next is another little minor thing. They have a new German dub, which we've yet to check out. We should.
Doesn't really matter.
We definitely should look at it.
We should look at it probably when we look at End of Ava. Just run it over.
We'll do that. We'll do. I wouldn't say we'll do two
Yeah.
watches. We'll do one full watch sometime
Yeah.
with the new English, and then we'll do a quick run through with the new stuff. They kept the transition song from End of Ava with no changes.
Yep.
And this is
Thanatos.
yeah, the
And they kept the
Thanatos-
credit scene too.
yeah, they kept everything from End of Ava. So, End of Ava is the most intact
Yeah.
of the show and the movies and it's the most normal. So if you watch that, you're probably going to get the closest to the true experience than if you would have watched the show. That's fine. End of Ava gets a pass. And then we already talked about this. Shinji is good until he gets loud. Talked about that
He's
before.
really bad when he yells.
Yeah. So I mean, you win some, you lose some with this. Still, the true experience would be getting the Mega Link off of Reddit or wherever, which got taken down. So it's not really an option anymore unless
you can find it somewhere.
Yeah, you could definitely still find it.
It's circulating around everywhere. If you just go.
Yeah, but I'm sure most of you guys have already seen it. Or if you haven't, I mean, this is still a passable thing. This isn't bad by any means, right? I mean, this is still a very watchable Ava, but it's just not the same. And especially for someone like me who exclusively usually watches the English dub over the Japanese dub. I've watched it only maybe like once. Not even that. And I just don't see this being a good thing. I don't know. Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
I think before I wrap up, I have the Mega Link rip. I have the End of Evangelion. I have all that shit. I think if I was on the go and I was like, I'm sitting wherever on a plane, on a bus. Why don't I just sit down and watch some Ava in public?
yeah.
Sit down and watch Ava where you're not at your desktop. Then it's fine.
This is a good
I
thing.
think if you're watching it with your friends, if your friends are going to watch it for the first time, if your friends are going to, because they're lazy and they don't want to,
Yeah, it's
go out. If they're doing that, you should explain to them. You should
The
play them
differences.
the Fly Me to the Moon, and you should explain them the differences before and then go into it.
definitely
Because
yeah.
besides those minor, not minor, but they don't change any plot points. They don't, censor it. The
Mhm.
censorship was the one I was the most worried about.
We
Fly Me to the Moon, I didn't even expect to be something that they'd get rid of, and I was unpleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
Ugh. It's shitty, but
Yeah, my last remaining things here is if you're recommending this to a friend, do what he said. Tell them the differences. Let them know. Offer them before like your rip or your website or your anything. Try to get them to go to that before this. I mean, if they're gonna watch it anyways, at least now you have an excuse to say, well, if you're gonna watch that, then watch it this way. Because if we're being honest here, Ava has 1,000 different parts to it, and you gotta watch it the best way. And this is not the best way. It's serviceable, and I think that's the word I'm going to use to describe this.
it is. It's serviceable.
It's just serviceable.
It is a fine. It is a fine upload of the most legendary anime.
There's nothing like it, and I mean,
It's okay. That's the problem, though, right? It's fine.
yeah,
It's fine. This is the first time it's ever been streamed. You can't. This is the first time it's ever been available for streaming. It's the first time it's ever been, available besides either going out and buying the DVDs, which the DVDs
are
I'm pretty
expensive.
sure they're expensive.
Yeah, hundreds of dollars just to get,
Even if you have the original DVDs somehow, they're probably going to be the dub. Like it's hard to get the sub, and if you want the sub, most people, you got to pirate it. This is a fine upload of it.
And here's the best part, guys. I'm sorry, but if you're just gonna watch the sub, this is perfect, right? I mean, you're only missing one thing, but the dub is what changed things, and
The dub sucks.
yeah,
Also, while we've been talking, I've been looking at responses, like fan responses, and the consensus is that the new dub sucks.
thank you. I'm glad that the community is actually listening. I called it. I mean, I already said that. All responses to my rantings, I've said, you you think I'm crazy now. Wait until it comes out, and then we'll see who's right.
Yeah,
And I was right. You can't redub something that's had a fine dub already without getting huge backlash. I don't think anything's gonna be done about it. They might add the English dub original. Uh,
I hope that's
yeah,
the two things I want. Honestly, I don't care about the slightly dumb filter they put on
yeah, that's not even a big
Cointel's
deal.
thesis. I don't, just the two things I really care about. Two things I like want: original English dub, Fly Me to the Moon. Then it'd be perfect.
Yeah, it would be the best way to
Because
watch the show.
I don't need to watch the English, the new English. I'm gonna watch it once.
Yeah, me too.
I'm not gonna enjoy it. It's gonna be a.
No, it's just gonna be whatever. And
I want to watch. I want to watch the. I don't know if I want to watch the original again first before I do it.
no, that's just a waste of time. If you've already seen it a few times, there's no
Yeah,
point.
but I want to watch it.
If you want to watch it
Uh,
anyways, just go back. You don't have to watch the Netflix one. But I know me
but
and you
the
are gonna watch End of Ava together
no,
sometime.
we need to watch the new End of Ava. We need to do all
Yeah,
that. It's just it's kind of ridiculous. It's kind of ridiculous what they thought to omit,
it's
and
just
then what they
stupid.
thought
Like
felt they what they felt they needed to add. Like they felt they needed to add a new dub, but they didn't feel like they needed to have "Fly Me to the Moon."
it's a miss. I feel like it's a miscommunication with what fans want. It's a miss. They've got the
Because
wrong
they're not
priorities.
fans.
Huh?
They're not fans.
Who is?
Netflix. They're not fans.
I'm
They're not
saying.
Ava fans.
No, I'm saying Netflix is having miscommunications with what we want.
Yeah,
As
no, no, exactly. I
yeah,
agree. It's just that they're not fans. They don't understand.
yeah. They don't. They've missed what made Ava Ava. And yeah, the original English dub had its moments where it was like, okay, you know what I mean? But it was funny,
Yeah,
had charm, and it's iconic.
I I think that the original English dub is the only reason that people complain about it is because people you shouldn't watch it before you watch the original sub.
Now I watched the dub first.
Okay, all right, that's it. You're canceled.
Well, it
You're
wasn't bad,
canceled.
and I went back and
No,
watched it.
I just think that the original sub, you should watch it original sub first and then
Yeah,
dub, and then
definitely
it doesn't
listen.
matter.
That's true. You should. I mean, I'm retarded, so I did it anyways. But you should go and watch the original Japanese dub. Leave the new English dub out of it. This isn't weeaboo. Go listen to Japanese because it's better. It's just better.
It is.
It's just objectively better.
Yeah.
All right, I think that's it. Is that it?
Yep.
Is that all we have to say?
Yeah, I think that's all. That's all I have to say for now. I think end of Evangelion, getting into the last couple episodes of Ava, because I realize there's a couple moments where they. I realize now after talking about it that we don't have Karu yet, but like
Yeah, we missed a few. It's fine
it's
though.
Karu. It's Karu.
Yeah,
So like
I'm
he's
sure.
in for
Yeah,
you know. It's not a. It's not a. I think there's like other things that we could talk about, but that could be at a later day.
I think the next video you're gonna see from me is. I mean, we're gonna probably do our responses to the entirety of End of Ava, right?
Yeah.
The new dub, and that'll be the last you probably hear about the Netflix thing from me. And I do another Ava video in the future, but I don't see it happening.
Yeah.
Unless it's just something minuscule. But I don't. I mean, we've talked about Ava forever now, man. It's not really anything that you're gonna miss, you know. So, if you haven't watched it already and you have Netflix, go watch it. Shoot for the
Watch the.
yeah,
Okay. Go on YouTube. Watch, whatever. Make sure at some point to watch all the original outros for the show.
yeah. If
All
you
the Fly Me to the Moons, every single one. It's like probably what like
there's like 8, so
yeah. There's like 8. It's not gonna take long.
they're really short. They don't
Yeah,
loop. It's just one. It's like 30 seconds, 40 seconds. It's whatever.
yeah.
It'll
No,
take you like 10 minutes at most.
listen to all the original Fly Me to the Moons, and then you'll be set.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, I'll see y'all. When are we gonna do the end of Ava thing? You think?
I don't know. We could probably do it tomorrow, maybe.
I mean tonight because it's already in the morning. So
Yeah, you know what I mean.
yeah, I know we might be able to do tomorrow night. Put out a video. Expect it within the
Not
next 2
tomorrow.
weeks.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's probably safe. I'm not gonna put you under a week, but 2 weeks is
yeah.
like usually. All right, I'll see y'all next time. Later.